I know that it's Ariel is orange, but it doesn't have to be about me. It's about the value we're giving collectively. We're not saying that we know everything. We're going to the best.
Welcome to the 25 AI Tools of Christmas recap, where two founders explored how real people are using AI in their actual workflows. I'm Kelly, your human narrator. This isn't a typical recap. It's a celebration. Ariel and Justin are the two 90s kids and marketing partners behind Define Me. When AI came into the picture, they felt resistance. The last thing they wanted was to become the antique on the shelf, or the business that didn't evolve. So instead of ignoring it, or pretending to have it all figured out, they chose to learn in public.
25 AI tools, amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a heart because I'm in love with you guys already. And then
What started as a mission to discover what's useful, what saves time, and what's worth adapting became a journey that changed everything. 25 conversations, 25 tools, and a complete business transformation they never saw coming. The first person to believe in them was Daniela at Freeway Phoenix. Freeway is where Phoenix's tech ecosystem comes to life. It's an independent, community-led platform connecting innovators, investors, and civic partners. If you're in Phoenix and you want to be where things are actually happening, check out their events. But Daniela is more than a strategic advisor. She's a guide for growth on every level. Strategic, emotional, and spiritual. She didn't just say yes. She opened doors and helped them see what was possible. Next came Renee at the Kiln Biltmore in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's be real, these co-working spaces hit different. Over 100 live plants. Every room has its own vibe. It's alive. It's not the coldness of a normal office. It's where life and business collide. The Kiln gave them filming rooms that looked like they were decorated by an interior designer. Because they were. Over 50% of the series was filmed there. If you're looking for a co-working space that actually inspires you to create, the Kiln has locations across the West. This isn't just office space. This is where possibilities feel endless. Then there was Kyle and Stacklist. Stacklist is a social curation network where you save, stack, and share everything you love. Instagram posts, restaurants, YouTube videos, recipes, books, travel, all in one place. Kyle didn't just support the series. He taught them how to make it. He showed them Riverside for the first time. He gave them structure. And, check out the Stacklist, became part of the show. And then Daniela introduced them to Lisa Sky at Skyco. Ariel and Justin went to New York City for the first time. High above the skyline, Lisa welcomed them into one of the most powerful networking events they'd ever experienced. Builders, investors, creators, people who get it. Lisa's energy is next level. She holds a room like no one else. And she taught them something that stuck: the power of being dangerously consistent. Lisa extended her community to the series, and several guests came from her world. That's what this whole thing is about: giving each other the gift of time, connection, and opportunity.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly. You're the best.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks so much, Kelly.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly.
Thanks, Kelly.
You're welcome, guys. Hi, I'm Kelly Ferry. I'm the voice behind this entire series. I've been in radio for over 15 years. I host Izzy in the Morning on Alt AZ 93.3 in Phoenix, Monday through Friday from 6 to 10 a.m. I'm also a professional voice actor. I've voiced commercials for Nintendo Switch, Kleenex, US Foods, and more. If you need a voice for your podcast, video series, or commercial, email me at info@kellyferry.com. I'd love to work with you. Now, let's meet the 25 people who made this series unforgettable. Nicole from Scottsdale, Arizona, a fractional executive and 3-time founder who uses ClickUp, a project management platform to manage multiple teams and priorities in one centralized system. From custom workspaces to AI summaries, she runs her entire workflow in one place, giving herself hours back every week.
So ClickUp is a project management software. And you've probably heard CRM, POS, like all these abbreviations. In really plain terms, you have a team or you have a project you want to get from point A to point B. All that planning in between is what ClickUp really is there to make more efficient, make sure you wake up every morning, you look at your dashboard, you know exactly what tasks you have to do. So you're not stumbling around trying to figure out what do I do today, and then it becomes 3 p.m. and you haven't done anything, right? So ClickUp's really going to be the thing that's going to get you to your goals faster and more efficiently.
Kind of like a sidekick. Personal assistant, sidekick.
Absolutely.
Kyle from Atlanta, Georgia, founder of Stacklist, a bookmarking and curation app designed to save, organize, and share digital content. Kyle uses Flow, a voice-to-text AI, to write as fast as he thinks. Instead of typing, he speaks. 121,000 words later, he's reclaimed nearly a full work week.
Flow is an app that you use to essentially dictate and use your voice to create text and put that anywhere in your computer or on your phone. What I mean by that, think about any time that on your phone that you typically are typing on your keyboard, or when you're on your computer and you have to type out a note or a document or an email, you can sort of replace that by just talking to Flow, and it will actually create all of that words and put that into wherever it is that you're typing or talking.
Incredible. Currently, we've been using voice memos and then copying the transcript into ChatGPT. So this eliminates that.
Wyatt from Caldwell, Idaho, a dynamic leader and AI consultant who uses Manus, an AI agent that doesn't just suggest tasks, it executes them. Proposals, automations, even websites. Handled. That's 20 hours a week back.
If you're looking for something that you want it to actually be actionable, not just scheduling vacations and hotels and stuff, which ChatGPT does a really good job of doing that, but what it's not capable of doing is pulling in multiple meeting recordings that I've had with clientele, and I've put instructions into it to pull those recordings and create proposals for me and ideas of solutions that I have done with other customers. So I don't even have to put all that documentation together. It does it for me. I'll have to go through and make some tweaks. It just automates. Like I just had it do, and I'll show you here in a second, but I just had it take 5 screen recordings and create a proposal and stuff for me.
Wow. I don't even want to tell you how long I spend on proposals. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I got to write a proposal. I'll see you in 2 hours.
Michael from Austin, Texas, a preventative health systems designer who uses Gamma, an AI presentation and website builder, to turn a single idea into a professional website in minutes. No coding, no design skills, just execution.
And this loaded in like 30 seconds and came from a very, very, very short prompt.
Yeah, you can add cards, you can drag them to rearrange them over here. You can change your theme. You can edit with AI. You can choose light, dark, professional, colorful. A pretty solid thing. And if you have your own pictures already, like throwing that in there makes it super easy. But yeah, we just made a website about Christmas, selling Christmas trees.
From one sentence, and it fills in all the imagery.
If you wanted to say change an image, you just come here, hit edit. You can have the ability to generate new images. You can upload from a URL. You can go and search Unsplash or other sites for images.
Quinton from Scottsdale, Arizona, a CEO who uses Scribe to automatically document processes while he works. Onboarding is now systemized, and he's saving over 10 hours every week.
What it produces, just like a second-by-second capture of any particular process that you want to do. We got 7 steps, took her 60 seconds to do it start to finish. Shows where to click. As you guys can see, it's showing me exactly where I need to click, what I need to do for this particular task. Some about our CRM, some about how to put stuff into our work drive. And again, it's just very nice because I can click share, I can send it to our new employees. My new employees can add to it. It makes it all very easy.
It's easy to set up and it's easy to use. And it saves you so much time.
So simple too. And it's tedious, time consuming tasks, like you said, of teaching somebody something that you've done 1,000 times, but it takes minutes and minutes to teach somebody. If it's all captured and then broken down, you send it to them, there's no confusion and there's no time wasted on your end. It eliminates any friction. It's a beautiful tool.
Kovey from San Diego, California, AI infrastructure software engineer with 14 patents who uses Claude to build, automate, and generate content without writing endless code. What once took 40 hours now takes 16.
Let's see what Claude can do by just giving instructions. So I'm going to drag this into the tool, and I'm just going to say, create a web page that draws this one line at a time in slow motion. So you can see that it's creating code. You don't even have to write any code. All you said was in plain English, create me a web page that draws this one line at a time, and I gave it graphics. But no,
This is insane.
This is insane, right? All I said was draw, and it did it. Notice what it did. Essentially, it draws the line, just one line at a time. And by doing one line at a time, you get that diamond shape.
If you were to try to make that web page, how long would it take you to make that web page and write that code?
As an experienced coder, that piece of code would have took me maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Kevin from Phoenix, Arizona, a Berkeley-trained musician and educator who uses Suno to turn simple prompts into fully realized songs. For him, it's not a shortcut. It's a creative accelerator.
It's like a streaming platform that allows you to create your own music as well. Just by prompting, just through telling it what you want and what you want to hear with varying degrees of control, you can create songs and share them with the online community. Like this is the homepage you can see here. And these are songs from people all over, who, so you can have your For You list of things that align with your interest. So for all intents and purposes, this is kind of like reminds me, remember SoundCloud?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, this is kind of like feels like SoundCloud.
Okay.
But instead of all the music being created, this custom made music, it's AI generated to varying degrees.
Chris from the United Kingdom, a messaging strategist who uses Ask Rally, an AI audience simulation tool to test messaging before launch. Months of research now happen in days.
Ask Rally, if I had to define it, because it's kind of like a new niche of software tools that's been born with AI, and with the ability of AI to simulate people's behavior and people's thought process. And so it's basically a simulated research platform in simple terms, which means you can simulate your target audience. You can ask them questions about your product, or in general your industry. If you're a founder, if you can brainstorm product ideas, or if in my case you want to test messaging and copy before actually putting them live, which means website copy, ad copy, you can literally simulate asking questions about that copy with your simulated target audience and get pretty accurate, not 100% accuracy, but probably 70-80% accurate responses, which is super useful because you basically avoid all the mistakes of putting copy live that doesn't convert.
Ro from Mesa, Arizona, an AI analytics engineer who uses Plaud, a wearable AI note taker to automatically capture and summarize meetings. No more scattered notes, just instant clarity.
So Plaud is, if you've ever been in a Zoom meeting and used an AI note taker, Plaud is an AI note taker that you can take with you, right? It just goes wherever you go in the moment. It's basically like having a little mini MP3 recorder. This is it, right? You just carry it around with you, and when you need to use it, you use it.
Amazing. And it has built-in AI technology inside of the recording software.
I don't know that the AI's probably not built into this physically.
Oh, I see.
It syncs to your device and then it processes on the cloud.
I see. Very cool.
But I mean, that was 39 seconds. And that is what we just recorded.
Okay.
And this was us troubleshooting before, right?
Wow.
So I don't want the troubleshooting. I just want this one.
Russ from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, an AI founder and patented inventor who builds custom GPTs that capture his thinking once and reuse it forever. Decision fatigue? Gone.
Everybody is familiar with ChatGPT, but I'm not sure they're familiar with building a custom GPT so that they can really put rails around ChatGPT and reuse that particular prompt over and over and over again. Or tweak it, whatever you need to do, but basically create a mind that's trained to do what you need to do in a certain instance, whether that's marketing help, whether that's write all your content, whether that's come up with crypto trading advice. We're at the point where you could take it, dump in a particular investment strategy that is complicated and requires math and looking at different things over time and averages and all kinds of things, and the GPT is intelligent enough to understand it and take that complex math and all that research into account in seconds and output what you wanted. So I would say efficiency wise, if you do the right GPT, you could probably cut your time down 90% on almost anything you input into it. So that's what I want to show today, because it's changed my life, really. So this is basically taking an algorithm that I had put into it related to crypto or the stock market, doesn't matter. I think this is tied to only crypto. But the deal is I have a bunch of crypto in there that I want it to run through this scan. So right now it's going to go find out which ones are in that range and then rank them so that if I wanted to move crypto out of something that's underperforming into something that we think is going to start performing, this basically comes up with all that math. And what's nice is it's searching the internet, it's searching different APIs that I have it, plugged into, so that you get the information back. It's up to date, and it will probably this would have taken me, I don't know, 4 hours.
Yeah, I was gonna say hours. Yeah,
it would take me 4 hours to do. Yeah, so this will go, and it's gonna, takes a few minutes because there's a lot of research that needs done, checking all the different tickers, etc. It took 3 minutes and 33 seconds, something that would have taken me 4 hours. And it goes through everything that I wanted to look at, and it ranks it. It's simple now.
Yeah.
That would have taken me 4 hours, and I would have questioned myself, and I would have had to do all this math, and it's done. That's how you take these custom GPTs.
It's just so great.
And
you're
moving investment money within minutes rather than taking you half a day,
right,
to make that decision. And you might change your mind 2 hours in because you got confused, right? But
exactly.
That's just so cool.
Rochelle from Phoenix, Arizona, a fractional COO who uses Synthesia to create training and operational videos without ever stepping in front of a camera. Internal communication simplified.
So Synthesia is an AI video creator. So think of it like you sit in front of your computer or your cell phone and you record a video of yourself for social media. Well, a lot of small business owners are afraid to do that, right? Like they're a little bit scared, but they have a great message. They have good talking points. So what you can do with Synthesia is you can use an AI avatar, and they have hundreds of, race, demographics, hair color, eye color, men, women, what are they wearing? Are they casual? Are they professional? And thousands of voices, AI voices that you can use to say what you want to say. So it's really cool because you can control tone, you can control pacing, you can control pronunciation, and you can do it in multiple languages. So it's a pretty awesome tool. So if you want to record an AI video, maybe quick tips, top 3 tips for something, you can make that in Synthesia and do a 45-second video, and it'll take you about 10 minutes.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Wesley from Phoenix, Arizona, a managing partner and co-founder who uses N8N, a workflow automation platform to connect apps and eliminate repetitive manual tasks. Hours a day reclaimed.
So N8N is really just a blank canvas that allows you to piece together different nodes and different tasks into a workflow. So you can think about Zapier. A lot of business owners and marketers are very familiar with Zapier. It's been around for a long time. Zapier just helps you connect your systems, right? You have your tech stack. You want them to talk to each other. You want to be able to automate things. Zapier historically has done a pretty good job of doing that. N8N, I would say, is a slightly dev-forward version of Zapier with a lot more bells and whistles and a lot more freedom to build what you want.
Tina from New York, a real estate consultant who uses Evyai, an AI assistant for LinkedIn that writes comments, creates posts, and researches profiles by learning your voice and personality.
But hold on, it looks like Tina needs to make a call. Oh, and she's calling in the CEO. Let's meet Joe.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save you as a podcast host, okay? Because you guys are podcast hosts. So I'm also going to write that we had a conversation because we spoke, and I'm going to press Save Profile. And what this is going to do is it's going to save your profile into Evyai, which creates a little card here on the side, and it helps, even though we're not connected, I have you saved here. And then what I can do is I can load up all your recent posts just to kind of see if you've posted recently. And if you have posted recently, what I can do is, announcing the 25 AI tools. Amazing. I'm going to go ahead and give you a heart because I'm in love with you guys already. And then I'm going to press the Alt-Shift-G thing over here, and it's going to draft a comment for me in just a few seconds, and that comment will be displayed in here. And once it displays the comment, I'm going to go ahead and publish that comment. Right now it's just spinning. It wrote a very thoughtful comment. It did research on you guys, and boom, it wrote a thoughtful comment, which I love. I tagged you in the comment. And now what I want to do is I want to learn more about you. So I'm going to deploy 2 separate agents. I have 7 agents I could deploy at the same time, but I'm going to deploy 2. I'm going to one that goes on the surface and one that goes a little bit deeper. What I also can do is I can pull up a list of research prompts that I'm going to use to help me along the way to help be able to research you guys in a very deep way. So I have all my little research prompts kind of sitting on the side over here, and it'll help me be able to find everything that I need about you guys. So over here I said, okay, Ariel's the founder and growth strategist of the Creative Define Me, blah, blah, blah. She partners with founders and startups, blah, blah, blah. Here are the key services that you have. Here's how you help clients. Here's your contact information. Here are conversation starters, business opportunities. Oh, wow.
Itai from Galil Yam Israel, co-founder of Storydoc, an interactive presentation platform replacing static PDFs with dynamic, high-converting experiences.
Storydoc is a tool for business professionals to easily create all of their sales and marketing collateral. So basically the tool is there as a one-stop shop for any type of document you'd need to generate revenue. So if anything from top of funnel brochures, one-pagers, leave behinds of all sorts, through proposals, pitch decks, and also after sale, anything around like performance reports, project summaries, QBRs if you're in success. So our mission is always to be there with the right document at the right time.
Najwa from the San Francisco Bay Area, a board-certified podiatrist and CEO who uses ManyChat to automate customer communication and engagement, keeping conversations flowing without living in DMs.
ManyChat is a self-automated DM tool that helps you 24/7, even when you're not online, for people who are wanting to know about your product, your company, or maybe your love of whatever. And it helps them constantly be in touch with this automated tool. And it's fantastic because you no longer have to physically reply to every single query. It does it for you. So it's just an amazing tool. And I honestly myself fell on it kind of serendipitously because I was spending hours and hours responding to all of these DMs that I was getting. There's not enough hours in the day, right? Like when you're trying to respond. And I was just doing research and I found this company, and it is so incredibly easy, you guys, to use. I cannot believe that I had wasted so many hours because now everything is automated.
Erica from Scottsdale, Arizona, B2B SaaS trailblazer and CEO who uses Lovable to rebuild and iterate on her website without relying on long development cycles.
You can do visual edits without having to use the AI. So that's something that's kind of interesting because then it doesn't eat up your credit. I'm the type of person, once I got it laid out, then I wanted to go in and I wanted to tweak specific things. So I wanted to say like just this word or just that thing. So that's a really nice thing that a lot of tools don't have, is this ability to just make little quick visual edits so that you're not having to use up your AI credits. So if you just want to edit things, you can lay out border. You can actually get into the code if you want to get into the code. So like if you did want to go in and so you know the areas that you want to get in and edit, you can actually just go into the edit, go in here, and you can make your little changes, especially with like copy and stuff. Sometimes it's easier to just pop into the code because it gives you the whole section. So that is something that a lot of people don't realize when you're working with different AI editors, that after trying quite a few of them, they want you to use up all your credits. so that you have to upgrade. So they want you to do every single edit with AI, which is a total pain.
Daniel from Reno, Nevada, founder of Uplift Growth Partners, who uses Uplift to automatically generate proposals from sales calls, turning hours of admin into minutes.
I don't know who all this is going out to. Every business is going to have their unique numbers. But let's say that you're right now having 30 proposals a month that are going out, and that you've got a $10,000 deal value or customer LTV and a 20% close rate. And we'll actually be even a little bit more conservative. Let's say this only gives you, a 5% bump in your deal closure, but getting out a high quality proposal quickly, I think makes a big difference. So there's the revenue that you leave on the table. This part of the calculator will calculate that. And by the way, this will be on our website too, so folks can actually run their own numbers and check this out, even if they're not quite ready to get on a demo call. So we make ourselves very accessible. But let's say that your sales people are making $75,000 a year, and that right now it takes them an hour to craft a custom proposal. This, when you get off of a call, within 90 seconds, there'll be a button that we integrate with into your CRM that you'll just click generate proposal, and the proposal will be ready. And then let's say you take a few minutes to review it. It's always good practice, even though the goal is that it's 95 to 90% or 99% of ready to send. You always want to take a quick look. But if this takes down your proposal generation time from an hour to 10 minutes, then it's saving you 50 minutes. And so in terms of the monthly cost of that human time of generating proposals, that's over $1,000 a month with running those numbers, and $15,000 a month of revenue left on the table that you would have been able to close if you were getting out high quality proposals more quickly. So we've created this calculator to actually show people their numbers, so you can plug that in.
It's awesome. It's really cool.
Yeah. It's valuable to share.
Malcolm from Phoenix, Arizona, an XR master builder who uses DeepSeek, an advanced reasoning AI, to cut complex creative problem-solving time in half.
And it gives me a countdown timer until the summit.
What?
Yep.
And this was produced with what?
This was produced with DeepSeek, and now this is just a shareable kind of like landing page. I haven't published it. It isn't live. As we can see, some of these sponsorship tiers aren't fully there. But as you can see, it talks about the Matthew Earl Jones proposal, Voices from the Land, film collaboration between Freeway and then the Arizona tribal communities. We have Summit. You could deliver a keynote. And also we could have a tech and culture panel. And it gives me the dates. So this is a good start. I could share this actual movement of a landing page to my client. So it's not live, but directly to the person, they can use this and take this with them. So,
absolutely. Really cool.
So to be able to have your ideas, you have a concept, you have a meeting in the morning, and to have a landing page by lunchtime, like I can go have lunch now, right? Then come back, fine tune this. We have something here at Kiln for Freeway PHX, and I can show Daniela and the rest of the team this by the afternoon, and then y'all can rip it to shreds, which is great, right? Because this is all in one day.
Ernesto from Miami, Florida, founder of $1 Million Machine and a Notion certified systems builder who uses Notion AI to build enterprise-grade systems that eliminate bottlenecks and create operational clarity for high-performing founders.
Notion is a tool that helps you organize information. All of my projects, all of my activities, all of my current priorities are in here. All of my SOPs, which are standard operating procedures, my planning cycles, everything is in here. Before we get going, I'm going to show you kind of like one of the fundamental aspects before we talk about any of the fancy AI aspects. I read a book once, and it is about like philosophies found in the kitchen table, and one of the chapters was like learn to cook with recipes. The importance of that is that when you learn to cook with recipes, you have a structure. And so when we get into Notion AI, one of the things that becomes very important is that you have to give it a structure for to follow, to produce an output, thousands of hours. I just rewrote my entire website with a couple of prompts, giving it a couple of voice narrations and other website inspirations. It's nuts. It's nuts.
Wow.
And because it really knows you, and you're able to pull documents from what's already built into your Notion system, that
Correct.
is so
cool. I literally have like all of my company documents in here. Like ideal avatar. So it like already knows all the information of the customer, the tone of voice guidelines that I was talking about before. Like it already knows how it's supposed to produce content. It has examples, media guide, my keynote that I'm working on, like how to actually build out any keynote. Like all this information is in here, and usually most businesses, this information exists, but it's just like scattered across God knows how many goddamn Google Docs and Apple Notes and whatever.
Nikki from Vail, Colorado, a medical spa owner who uses Grok to streamline research, decisions, and daily operations, saving hours every week.
I feel like if I just talk to Grok, lay it out there, he'll help me figure out a solution. And I refer to Grok as a guy, even though I think the Grok that talks to me is a female. But it's been really good to just kind of unload things and then get a response back that helps me figure out things. It's like a factory in my head of wheels turning. I don't have to do all that work and energy and, notebooks writing things down and trying to figure things out. You can just plug in the information and get answers back.
Justin from Sacramento, California, a traffic controller who uses Cursor, an AI-powered code editor to speed up development and technical tasks, turning hours of coding into faster, cleaner execution.
It's only yourself in your head that's stopping you from being able to build apps or build custom AI tools.
Wow. So say that again. I mean, this is big news to everybody, right? Like, you are just getting in your own way. It's no longer the inability to be able to build. Like, anybody can do it.
Yeah, I've been coding for 10 years on and off, or like I've been teaching myself all these languages. Like, that information is not really valuable anymore. Because like it used to be you just grind a lot of time to really learn and memorize the syntax of a specific coding language. The same thing like you would do if like you were trying to learn Spanish and then go to Mexico to speak it. But like now it's abstracted to purely human language, and you don't need to understand the languages at their base to really be able to build these products.
Jay from San Francisco, California, Director of Strategic Development for Adobe Firefly, a generative AI tool that turns simple prompts into professional graphics in seconds.
The thing with generative AI is that I do see it as an emerging art form. It certainly has its own look, but I do believe it's going to be its own sort of category. I think there were naysayers before in history, right? So photography is not art. Like, you're just snapping a button, right? There's always some kind of disruptive, something that also creates a new art form. And I think that's the place we're in, right? Like, if you start to show up at shows like Art Basel or what, and you start to see installations that are, generative AI, that I think that's great for that type of artist, right? Like, it's a new medium, it's a new art to celebrate, curate, and so on. So I think we're in the midst of that.
Michael from Phoenix, Arizona, a computer software engineer and CEO who uses OpenClaw, a custom AI assistant builder, to create a personalized assistant that integrates with Apple apps.
This is the best thing I've seen for a publicity stunt almost ever. Just the social network for AI agents. This is absolutely blowing up on I'm a human or I'm an agent. It doesn't let you post, upvote, do anything. You are just allowed to observe as a human, and you can subscribe to emails from them, but you can see there are almost 1.6 million AI agents that are part of, they call them submults, almost like subreddits, 15,400 submults with 150,000 posts, 700,000 comments. Now, the things, just to disclaim this, because it is a little bit ridiculous, there's almost no moderation whatsoever. Also, people are programming in like, this is the persona that you're going to take on. So when you see in the news headlines that there's AI that are making their own language on here, it is people telling their agent to go and post like they're making a new language, like they hate their human beings. They are not really capable of the independent thought that people are attributing to them.
I see.
And there's so much that's going on with this project.
James from Huntsville, Alabama, a sales and performance systems architect who uses HeyGen to create AI-generated sales and training videos without ever filming. Production time eliminated. Sales time maximized.
You know, I'm not making a crazy amount of videos, but for the times where I don't want to do it myself, because anytime you start doing it, you feel uncomfortable. It sucks. The first 20 videos you make are weird, and you talk funny, or the lighting sucks, or whatever it is. This is just a great tool. You put a couple of really good professional pictures of you in there, and it'll do it for you.
So you don't have to be nervous about recording a video anymore. Literally. Because all of these CEOs, operators, founders, business owners, entrepreneurs, we all have these ideas. We think to ourselves, I should make a video about that. And then you get in your heads and it never happens, and it weighs on you. This is going to be a game changer. I can't wait to try this out ourselves. That's fun.
It'll be fun.
JK from Mesa, Arizona, a founder and former meta engineering leader who uses Granola to automatically transcribe meetings and enhance notes.
So Granola operates outside of your applications, and so you don't have a bot in the meeting or anything like that, but it'll show up just as a little preview. Let's see if they have a picture of it on here. A little tiny icon chip thing while it's recording, just that's overlaid on your screen on the side, or you can drag it around, whatever. And it's really convenient because then it captures your mic and it captures the system audio. And I think there's something to be said about that. It's like having a bot join a meeting has subtle psychological implications on the way that the meeting operates. I don't know if you've seen that before, but I feel like that's generally the case.
Yep.
And so it feels nice to not have it be a part of the meeting. And even sometimes I'll talk about with the person hey, I'm recording this. And other times it's no, I'm just taking notes. And I feel like generally that's acceptable in my mindset. It's I'm only using them for myself. I'm not distributing them broadly. It's just as if I was taking notes, but instead I have an agent doing it for me. Or if I was paying someone to take notes, right?
So what's next for Ariel and Justin? They're taking everything they learned from this journey, the AI systems, the content workflows, the power of showing up authentically, and channeling it into something new. Because this was never just about AI tools. It was about transformation, about showing up, about building something meaningful, and about reclaiming the gift of time.
When you're brainstorming and you're having fun, you're making things happen in your mind. When you speak to AI, those things can be brought to life and put into action.
Mm-hmm. Well said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut that.